The fallout of the International Criminal Court decision to try and seek arrests of the Hamas terrorists, but also the Israeli Prime Minister. Let's start with the US reaction, looking at sanctions against the ICC, pretty much across the board condemnation of the move by the Criminal Court. Very different reaction in Australia. If you can start with your assessment of how it's been responded to in the US and then the differences with what we're seeing here.
Well, here's the thing, and I've actually got a piece going up on the Daily Telegraph website all about this in just a few moments, but the way that the U.S. has handled this has been exactly correct. The Biden administration has condemned this whole idea that somehow Bibi Netanyahu and Hamas terrorists are one and the same. This is like saying that during World War II, General MacArthur and Admiral Tojo were just as bad as one another. It just is a false moral equivalent, okay? So put that one to both sides. But also, the Secretary of State Blinken, Anthony Blinken, has said he's going to work with Republican legislators. This never happens to craft a package of sanctions against the ICC. This is a good, strong, firm response by a country, that is trying to help out another liberal democracy that's in an existential fight for its life. Contrast this, Kieran, to the weak way that Anthony Albanese has handled this. They call Donald Trump a right-wing populist because he cuts loose allies. Well, what does that make Albanese? That makes him a left-wing populist, because what's he doing? He's cutting loose not just Israel, but also saying to the United States, hey, again, just like with those ships in the Persian Gulf, we're not going to be with you on this one, all because, again, he's trying to appease these domestic constituencies, the Greens and the left wing of the Labour Party on the one hand. Also, those organized Muslim voters in Western Sydney, Western Melbourne seats that are trying to change Australian foreign policy. And it makes Albanese look like he's not in charge, as opposed to, I think, in the United States, where they have taken a firm bipartisan line on this. And it's a shame that Albanese hasn't taken up Peter Dutton's request to do the exact same sort of bipartisan maneuver here.
James Morrow, host of the US Report. We'll see you tomorrow night, 8 p.m. on Sky News. Thanks for that.